Hello everybody, it's your non-binary podcast TV here, and welcome to the first chill speed paint video of 2026. Obviously, this is an artwork I made last year because I am terrible at making artworks and then making the videos about them months later. But yeah, this was an artwork I wanted to make, inspired by the craft of Kintsugi. I think I said that right. It's a Japanese craft where whenever you have a broken piece of dishware or pottery, you put it together with a specific paint, which I forget the name of it, but it's a red paint, and then you glue gold on top of it, and it's supposed to highlight the scars of the broken pottery. And overall, it's just a really pretty it's a pretty craft. It's a pretty, I wouldn't say art style, maybe it is an art style, I don't know, but it's really cool. So I wanted to make something based off of that. And I decided to use Zarin because Zarin actually has canonically already golden scars, or yellow scars because he's a dragon, and I wanted to depict that here. And I also decided to challenge myself quite a bit in this because I wanted to make it look like an actual painting. Not really in my normal rendering style where it's just more like cell shading and all that. It's very painterly, very rendered like it's a real like oil painting or something. So yeah, this one was an extremely experimental art piece, but I really enjoyed making it. For the line art, I used a very pencil-y, sketchy brush for the line art, so that the line art wouldn't be too in focus, and it would be mostly on the colors themselves. But I did put in some effort with the line art though, because I like line art. I like line art a lot. Once I was done with the line art, I decided to actually color in the colors manually to give it even more of a real life painterly feel, and then also it would help to fill in the colors a little bit better. I really like using this brush for line art, but it is a little bit hard to fill in with the lasso fill so that I usually use because of all the little gaps and bumps in the line art itself. So it can get a little tricky. So I decided to just color it in manually, trying to stay in the lines. It was very nice. It was very soothing almost, just filling in some colors. It was nice. And after I filled in the base colors, I also experimented with what colors I wanted to go with. Zarin's color palette is very warm toned, but for this, because I wanted to have the colors, the gold colors, pop a lot more, I actually decided to switch that around, almost inverting it, and make them cool colors. So I changed his hair to blue. I think I made his skin a little cooler too. I filled in the colors with his original colors at first because I wasn't sure if I was going to do that or not, but then I switched up the hues and made the everything else much cooler color. And I also made his eye gold as well. His eyes, both of his eyes are showing here. I made his eyes golden as well to match. Once I was done with the base colors, I moved on to figuring out how to make this look like a painting. I tried a bunch of different ways, tried a bunch of different brushes. I have a lot of brushes I have actually downloaded before that are supposed to look very painterly, and I decided to finally try to use them for this. Yeah, there was a lot of them weren't really working out how I wanted them to, but I finally found the right way I wanted to do this, and it turned out really, really nice. And I only used these painterly brushes throughout, including in the eyes. It was really cool. It was a really interesting way to render and paint. It's a lot different from how I usually use. I didn't use that many blending modes either. So yeah, it was a really cool way to render for me. And while I was painting this, the gold elements actually got a little bit lost, so I copy and pasted those on top of all the rest of the shading layers and shaded those separately to make them pop even more, and I think that ended up looking really nice. And then of course for the shading colors, the shadow colors, I used a nice blue, and for the highlight colors I used a nice yellow. For some reason, it might be because of some of the color correcting I did, some of the yellows ended up looking a little bit green, so that's a little odd, but it's alright. It's just around the outer edge of the portrait towards the end. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's what ended up happening. For the background, I kept it super simple. I added some golden and inky textures in the background. Super duper simple. Yeah, I ended up liking how this looked a lot. Also played around with what brushes to use for that, as you can see. And then towards the very end, I added an entire multiply layer over everything. I think in blue. Erased out only the elements of gold that I wanted to pop. I do this quite a bit in my artworks. If I want certain things to be glowy, I'll do a multiply layer over everything and then erase the other areas that I don't want to be in shadow. It's a good trick. I do it a lot. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this. It was super simple. It was really just a portrait painting that I wanted to practice this on, and yeah, I think it looks really cool, so I'll go ahead and let the rest of the speed paint play. Thank you so much for watching. I know this one was a bit shorter, a little bit simpler, and I didn't talk as much, but yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this speed paint. If you have, you can subscribe for more like it and other videos like that. If you haven't watched my update video about my comics and stuff, you can watch that, and that I posted last week. And you can read my comics in the description below, as well as all my other stuff. My website, it has my shop, and everything. Thank you so much as always to Jibba Strat for supporting me on Patreon, and that is everything. I will see you in the next video. Bye!